Alex, Roger, like you, like so many of the people watching, is a strong, dedicated individual to liberty and freedom. He's had a lot thrown at him, and I have not seen his spirit broken. I have not seen him slow down. I have not seen him have any type of health issue. He's stronger and more motivated than ever to fight for this movement and to fight for this president. But if you remember a couple of months ago when we were reporting on the tainted biased jury pool, you remember that, this judge, come to find out, ordered a sealed order of contempt after we reported on that news and on that juror that was all over Twitter anyways. And if I had gone into the courtroom the next day, she was going to have me jailed for daring to call out jury bias.
That's right. The Washington Post called for my arrest and your arrest, and had former U.S. attorneys calling for our arrest. On the front of the Washington Post. That's who these people are. And it turns out we were right about these jurors being Democratic operatives, and it's in the Constitution and Supreme Court rulings that what we did was totally legal. I wanted to get Jacob Ingalls on because he's a great reporter and a confidant of Roger Stone. And Roger said, this is the reporter to talk to. We've been wanting to get him on for the last week. Here he is, CentralFloridaPost.com. Kicked off PayPal now, not just deplatformed everywhere, but because you just do honest, decent, not even flamboyant reporting like I do. I mean, you're not even a gonzo journalist, dude. You're just like really doing decent reporting for many years. You've now been kicked off PayPal. This is so dangerous.
No, it's absolutely out of control, Alex. And actually, they kicked me off of PayPal a couple of months ago as Hurricane Dorian was making landfall in Florida. So what if that was my only source of accessing money? What if I ran an online store and merchandise or was doing something like that, or accepted payments from my clients or business associates through PayPal, and a hurricane is hitting? And what if my power went out? What if I didn't have food? What if I need to go get water? And
the left are racketeering and out of control.
Absolutely, 110%. And it's not enough to demean us. It's not enough to destroy our reputations. It's not enough to shame us, to assault us, to spit on us, to throw milkshake. They want us broke. They want us dead.
What did you make of Caitlin Bennett 2 days ago at Ohio University, peacefully doing a President's Day interview, and a mob of 400 attacked her, ran her off campus, and newspapers everywhere celebrated it?
It really looked like a cult to me. It looked like a cult. I don't know what's going on that campus. Where were the campus police? Where were the local county or city police? And what the heck is going on with the faculty and the professors at that college? They were participating in it.
Let's talk about Roger. He will not even talk to me in the last few months or last month, and I understand, other than getting messages, Dave, don't talk about my case. Well, I'm sorry, Roger. I'm a citizen. I've been attacked by this judge in the hearings. They're trying to extend the gag order where no one in the country can talk about it, or Roger is punished. And I've not bowed to Hillary Clinton wanting to have me killed. So I love Roger to death. He's an innocent man. I hope at the sentencing tomorrow, they do the right thing and say, time served or whatever, or Trump's going to have to pardon. He signaled he will. But how's Roger doing? Just in his spirits, how's his health? I mean, we're allowed to, is he alive? I mean, we're allowed to ask certain questions here. I know that this judge is God on earth, but.
Well, Alex, Roger, like you, like so many of the people watching, is a strong, dedicated individual to liberty and freedom. He's had a lot thrown at him, and I have not seen his spirit broken. I have not seen him slow down. I have not seen him have any type of health issue. He's stronger and more motivated than ever to fight for this movement and to fight for this president. But if you remember a couple of months ago when we were reporting on the tainted biased jury pool, you remember that, this judge, come to find out, ordered a sealed order of contempt after we reported on that news and on that juror that was all over Twitter anyways. And if I had gone into the courtroom the next day, she was going to have me jailed for daring to call out jury bias.
That's right. The Washington Post called for my arrest and your arrest, and had former U.S. attorneys calling for our arrest. On the front of the Washington Post. That's who these people are. And it turns out we were right about these jurors being Democratic operatives, and it's in the Constitution and Supreme Court rulings that what we did was totally legal.
It was totally within the law. And first of all, it's about holding truth to power. Just because you put on that black robe and think that you have a lifetime appointment, you can be held accountable, and you should be held accountable. You are not God. You are not above any other human. That black robe is meaningless And with the way that she's treating her courtroom and the way that she's behaving, it really is just kind of bastardizing, and she's bringing shame on the court.
You're going to be covering it in D.C., so is Owen tomorrow. Gut level, what do you think's about to happen?
I think it's very unlikely that this judge is going to admit wrongdoing, that she's going to admit something happened in her courtroom that she allowed that was illegal and improper. She hasn't shown any history or pattern of remorse or even fairness.
So you think she doubles down?
I think she doubles down. I mean, do you really think this Obama-appointed judge is going to sit there and say, "Oh, I made a mistake"? No. No,
the judiciary has been nothing but belligerent to Trump, even though they've been overturned unanimously by the Supreme Court.
Yep. And this Obama-appointed judge really needs to consider what she's about to do, because I think it puts her at risk legally with her job, because she made orders in that court. Don't go on social media. Don't post about the case. The jury foreman was on social media posting about the case before the case was over. That in and of itself requires attention. And if that judge doesn't address that, is she really abiding by the laws and rules that she set forth?
No, you're right. She should declare a mistrial now, because we've got all the court cases. I've had all these top lawyers calling on, look at this court case. If the juror comments on social media about anything, they're out. Well, she was commenting about Trump and Stone. The foreman was. They're done.
Yeah, no, and this juror, Alex, she's saying, "Oh, I don't watch C-SPAN. Oh, I don't do this. I don't do that." She said about a dozen things that she didn't do or she didn't know about, and then you go and look on her Twitter and Facebook accounts, and it is just rife with postings and content that she claimed she never knew about or never posted about.
And that's why the judge kept saying, "Don't out the jurors." It's like, don't out the whistleblower, even though you're supposed to face your accused, because they're all a bunch of flaming liberals.
Yeah, and Media Matters and everyone, they lost their mind when we were just trying to evaluate what was going on in that courtroom with this jury selection process. They called for our arrest. Some of them wanted even worse to happen to us. And then look, we're right again. This was a tainted jury, and it needs to be declared a mistrial, or Trump just needs to pardon them right now and end the kangaroo court.
Well, I appreciate you having the courage to come on. Nobody else does. If you talk to Roger, tell him I said hi. He won't even talk to me other than saying, please don't talk about the case in any way. Well, I mean, how am I not? Because he gets blamed when I talk about it. It's not Roger telling me what to say. I mean, I'm a news person. I'm covering a big famous trial here. Listen, please come back on tomorrow, Jacob. Jacob Ingles, CentralFloridaPost.com. You'll come on tomorrow?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Thank you, sir. Send us in tomorrow.
Does your shampoo leave your scalp itchy and your hair dry and frizzy? Introducing Emmerich's Essentials Natural Herbal Shampoo, made with organic oils for an exhilarating fragrance. Enjoy all-natural and chemical-free shampoo for a healthier you. Gentle enough for color-treated hair and sensitive scalps. Only pure, organic, antiseptic herbs that have demonstrated antimicrobial activity are used. Go natural. Go organic. No parabens or sulfates. Nothing to weigh you down. Get cleaner, healthier hair with Emmerich's Essentials Tea Tree Shampoo.
Real stuff, man. We're talking about the real deal here. And I love Trump all day long, but man, I tell you, he sits there and lets these big tech people keep running roughshod over him. Everybody, I mean, I've got a problem. And we'll just take the Trump rallies over. That said, about 2 months ago, I came up with a plan that I haven't launched yet. We have a warehouse full of hundreds of thousands of stickers, 20 different stickers. Impeach the Democrats, save the Second Amendment, defend the First Amendment, Infowars.com. And it looks like duct tape, but it's just a regular sticker. You put it over your mouth, you go to a Trump rally, and you instantly take over without even disrupting things. People say, why are you doing this? What's happening? Well, you go, well, we're being censored, and Trump won't do anything about it. And Dr. Pachenik, let me just ask you what you think, because I've not launched this yet.
It's brilliant. You've taken the very element that they try to repress you with, that silence, and made it into a weapon. You have the loudest sound of all, silence. And you know what's most disturbing to people? Silence.